Hey guys, welcome back to TheConnoisseur Reviews. So recently, Sony Pictures announced their recent slate of films, and one of their biggest projects that they're announcing for late 2020 of December is the Uncharted live action movie that we've been hearing rumors about and stuff for like the last I don't know how long, like 5, 6 years since the games first sort of came out and kind of garnered their popularity. I know I've been hearing about it since like the second game, which came out, I believe, in 2011. So for the record, I am a huge Uncharted fan. I've loved the franchise. I love the characters. I love the gameplay. The first one is a really good game, but after the second one, they really hit like all-time status. Like Uncharted 2 was a phenomenal game. It was probably one of my favorite games for the longest time. Uncharted 3 was really great. And then Uncharted 4 is probably my favorite in this series and probably rivaling for my favorite game of all time. It just has some great gameplay, some great characters. And Nathan Drake is probably one of my favorite video game characters of all time. He has a certain charm and charisma, sheer dumb luck that makes him endearing and charming. He always tries to do his best, and always there's like some kind of shortcoming, but he manages to overcome it in throughout the games, and prove to himself and his family and friends that he's more than what he is. And that's being said. Having said that, I'm really excited for these movies, and I have been since it was announced. However, it was announced that Tom Holland was going to be playing Nathan Drake. And having played the game, Tom Holland is very, very young to play a Nathan Drake. I feel like Nathan Drake, his age range falls somewhere in between mid to late 30s, because and then he also has this like kind of rugged charm to him. And he can get down dirty, and we haven't really seen that from Tom Holland. So having that announcement, I was just like, what the heck? That is some terrible casting, because before that we heard people like Mark Wahlberg, Nathan Fillion, stars like that, and I was like, okay, those guys can work. Jake Gyllenhaal, those guys can all work. But Tom Holland, he's just young, scrawny. But with the recent announcement, it says that the movie is going to be a prequel to the video games. So it's going to be set before his adventures in Uncharted Drake's Fortune, which was the first game that came out in 2008 or 9, I believe. I forget. It was such a long time ago. But almost 10, 11 years ago. Or actually it was 2007. Yeah, it came out in 2007. So, almost 12, 13 years ago, this game came out, and they're making a prequel to it, which these movies are going to be based off. So having a younger Nathan Drake, I kind of started thinking, I was like, Tom Holland is actually a pretty solid choice for it. He has a certain charm and wit to him. He's very snarky and sarcastic. If you could just see a Spider-Man, he's really quick on his feet, and that's what Drake is. He's really quick at one-liners and just, going with the punches and being like this adventurous guy. And I feel like Tom Holland can do it. And if you go back and play some of the Uncharted games, you see that young Drake looks fairly similar to a Tom Holland build. He's skinny, he's, brown hair, and, he's just a kid, and and it works. Like, we're going for a Drake that's in his late teens to early, like, 20s, a Tom Holland can work. So, having said that, that's a good idea. But more with the movie, the only issue I have now is that we won't get an Elena. And Elena is my favorite character out of the Uncharted series next to Drake, because her relationship with Drake really makes the games, and her not being in it is going to be kind of a disappointment, because she is best girl, and to not have her is going to be kind of sad. I know they can build towards it, but with the first one, you kind of want like the staple characters in there. So, and then the other character that they've announced is Sully, and some of the people shortlisted for the role are Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth, Matthew McConaughey, and Woody Harrelson. I don't want the two Chris's as a Sully, because Sully is a little bit old. Even when we seen him younger, he was kind of an old, grumpy guy. And the Chris's are too pretty boy. Like Pine could have worked as a Drake, but I don't see a Sully working for him. Matthew McConaughey would be good casting, but I think the perfect casting would be probably Woody Harrelson because he can play that grumpy, old, snarky character, and I think that'll be great. So, having said that, I am looking more forward to this movie than I originally did when they announced Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. Because now knowing that it's a prequel, knowing that it's going to be a younger Drake, I can live with that. Like, it is solid casting. It's not the ideal Uncharted movie I want, but it is an Uncharted movie that we can see a progression, and have Tom Holland there for a long time and see him maybe age into the character, or maybe bring on someone older when they do a third or fourth movie, if it gets that far. And hopefully this is going to be the first video game movie that is truly great. Like, Pikachu was really good, and I liked Pikachu, and I think that broke the curse, but I want one that is like at that Iron Man level or that Dark Knight level, that for comic book movies, where those movies excel them into a different category. And then we got this renaissance of modern comic book movies, which we haven't really gotten with video games. I mean, Pikachu's the first one. It's kind of like the X-Men's and setting it up, doing the layup. We just need something to hit it and keep the ball rolling, and I hope Uncharted is that movie. Well, having said that, let me know what you guys think of the Tom Holland casting. Are you guys excited for the Uncharted movie? Let me know in the comments below. If you like these videos, subscribe, like, share with a friend. And follow me on my various social media sites at AwesomeArnoldK, or on my Tumblr at TheConnoisseur Reviews. Alright guys, Gucci. See you later.